Happy Friday. Happy Gemini season. Happy birthday, Gemini. Alright, quick rune reading today. I have lots on the agenda. I'm actually working on a personal leather project for myself. I'm making myself a quiver. And I actually just met somebody that makes arrows and bows locally. That's fucking awesome. So, pretty stoked about that. Anyway, answers. This is knowledge, wisdom, the power of speech. It's interesting. I can hear the raven in the background, and it's one of the things that comes up with this rune Ansus, and the trickster archetype. Essentially, the main kind of idea behind that is that there's a lot of wisdom that comes from unexpected places and sources. So keep an eye open for that. Also be aware of the fact that you have the ability to influence people with your speech and with your ideas, and B, there's a definite energy of that already happening around us, which I'm sure most of the people that watch these videos already know, but it's a good reminder. I mean, it's coming up in the runes, so. Present energy. Yara. I pulled it out backwards though, so it's murky. Yara is the cycle of the year. It's number 12. It also represents like a set amount of time. It's the rune of farmers. People that do well-timed actions gain rewards. Being that I took it out murky, it could signify that there's certain actions that we're taking that are timed poorly. It's not the right timing for different things. We could be performing actions that are not ultimately for our greater prosperity. It could also indicate that we're being pulled into cycles that are repeating that aren't necessary to. Like there's some lesson that we need to learn to exit this particular cycle, and we just haven't mastered it yet, so it's coming back around for us to readdress. And the final rune, what we're heading into, or what's coming for us. Redo. This is the journey. This is the difference between talking about doing something and actually doing it, and being prepared for that particular thing. Rado represents ordered structural changes. Structural ordered deeds, like rituals, something that you repeat over and over again that has a specific order and flow and way. Rado asks that we gain real life experience and strengthen our relationship with our inner higher self, our soul, our spirit. I actually pulled it out murky, so thus the hesitation. Rado represents the perfect spiral, right? The sacred geometry. And when something is off in this spiral, when it's off balance, when it's out of sync, you could say, something always happens to change it, to fix it, to put it back, to realign it, to bring it back into coherence, you could say, back into sync. So Rado coming out murky tells me that there's something very difficult that we're coming towards. We may or may not be prepared for it. We might even have been given bad counsel or bad advice. And instead of things going back or going back into their natural law order smoothly, there may be some violence or sudden shock to readjust things. Wow. So, in a couple of words, I struggled to do that. I struggled to bring it down to just a few words, but that's kind of funny because that's this rune is about. You can influence others. You can tap into your own power. And you have the ability to recognize when it is happening around you. Watch for synchronicities, messages, different communications. In fact, you probably are already receiving these, and it might be coming from places that you're not, like when you're least expecting it, when you're not looking for it, that's when it's like bam in your face. It's really important to pay attention to timing, to basically just to ensure that you're getting the proper material reward when you're doing things. Also, look up what a frog means for... Look up the dream meaning of frogs. Or spiritual meaning of frogs. Or what a frog represents as a spirit animal since he's decided to sing to us. I think it's mating season. It must be. Anyway. This rune is really interesting to me because it's representative of like the wheel of time, a circle, but it's broken. And I think it's meant to represent motion. Like it looks like to me like one half of the sun wheel. It's missing two branches of it, but anyway. I think my main piece of advice for that would be actually to slow down, especially since we're now in Gemini season and Venus and Mercury are also in Gemini. When we're heading towards the first eclipse of the year on the 26th. So take a bit of extra time. Make sure you're realigning with what you want for yourself. Don't allow yourself to be influenced by the outside. And then Rado. It's absolutely necessary to be gaining experience in the real world, to be walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Prepare and plan, but, still hope for the best. Could even be like, what's actually really interesting, it could be that it's not the right time to take the journey that you were wanting to take. It happened with one of my friends today, actually. That's interesting. But it's like timing for something is just off right now, and there's something else that needs to be attended to. That's kind of what I'm picking up from that. Okay, so enjoy your weekend. Yeah, enjoy the weather where you are, and if you'd like a personal rune reading or a tarot reading, I do offer them. You can either email me for one if you want something really specific, or you can order it through my Etsy store, which is linked down below, and I very much look forward to reading for you again. Peace.